don't know. I think everyone is very focused on where we're going in the future, which is natural, right? We want to know where we're going as individuals. But for me, it helps to clarify where we are going in the future if we understand where we came from. So finding out these stories, finding out these visuals, finding out the world that our ancestors came from, allows us to think more clearly about where it is that we want to go and the world that we want to build. When I first came back to Penang full time, and I'd come here throughout my life, and of course I've seen Penang change for decades now. And one of the things I'd always loved is the old shop signs, and just the visual landscape of how colorful it is, how many languages there are. And so when I came back, I noticed there were fewer signages than there used to be. So I thought, okay, I'll just start a project of taking photos and documenting them before they all disappear. Started just on Instagram. There's a project called Seh-seh Penang. Just me taking photos of signages, of kind of Penang's design heritage. And then 2-3 years ago, I got together with another friend of mine who's a type designer called Seh-seh Penang. And she also has this passion for Penang. She's from Penang originally, and for shop signs. And so there was a little festival on typography, and we started doing, okay, we'll do something, not just photos, but maybe we should do some talks about why it's important to think about these shop signs, to try and preserve them. We started doing walking tours as well, so that's when that started, just as a way to tell like some of the stories of Penang through these shop signs, but fundamentally just to make people aware of them, because these signs are things which are so unique and specific to Penang, not just to Malaysia, but Penang specifically with our particular history, and that we just want people to be aware of them, because they don't see the value in them, a lot of people. So if we can just make people aware, make people think twice and slow down and take a look, and that was our goal. So that then became Penang-based, which means slow down, walk slowly, and that's exactly what we wanted people to do, just like slow down, look up for all the amazing works of art which were around us. When we first started, we thought, okay, maybe we are the only two people in Penang who care at all, who are interested in these things. But actually, because it's something which so many people have grown up with, which they're so used to, they take it for granted. And so they're really happy to be made aware of it and to think, okay, there is value to them. And so our very first walk that we ever did, we thought people have just a handful of people, but we had so many people who wanted to come that we had to do a second walk to satisfy everyone. So that's the thing which has been most heartening and most inspiring about it, is that people are interested. From the beginning was always that we're not experts, right? We're passionate. We come at it maybe more from the design angle, or from me from the cultural heritage angle. But there's no written documents about shop signs in Malaysia, really. So we realized that this is something which is up to us, amongst other people, to do. And so it's been a process of discovery. Like, we really, by doing the tours, we hear other people's memories. We find out more about, not just about shop signs, but also about Penang and about its stories and its heritage. So for me, given that part of the reason I came back to Penang is to connect with my own roots, my own family roots, it'd be really helpful for that personal story as well. What I wanted for them is that, I think everyone is very focused on where we're going in the future, which is natural, right? We want to know where we're going as individuals. But for me, it helps to clarify where we are going in the future if we understand where we came from. So finding out these stories, finding out these visuals, finding out the world that our ancestors came from, allows us to think more clearly about where it is that we want to go and the world that we want to build.